channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise and this is my haul channel. I do have a second channel. We've got to go through this bit first. So I do have a second channel, which is everything else except my hauls. There will be a link down below if you're interested in taking a look at that. So on this channel, there's a haul every Saturday without fail, and then any other hauls in between. Like if I shop anywhere, I pretty much show you. Because why not? So if you enjoy that type of thing, don't forget to give me a subscribe, like if you enjoyed today's video, and give me a comment. I have been reading comments, I should let you know. I'm not responding to them. You'll have to go to the other channel to find out why. But I'm also having some issues with my YouTube thing, like where the comments come up. Every time I click on it, it says something went wrong and it won't show me the whole thing. So struggling to see stuff. I'm finding it by going the long way around, but yeah, anyway. We work on a £60 budget. I'm shopping for myself and my adult son. What else do I need to tell you? My mind's gone blank. Usually I have all this stuff to say and I can't think of any of it. The shop was fine, apart from at Asda. I said the shop was fine, it is not. So at Asda has decided they are swapping the entire shop around whilst the store's open and at peak times. Because why not? So I have a routine. I don't know if you shop, like if you do a weekly shop every week, you usually go the same route. For instance, yogurts is the end of like the fridge section, and then the beginning of the store cupboard type section would be sauces, tomato sauces, and you know all the different condiments and your oils. Now that's the ethnic section, and the sauces are like 3 or 4 aisles up. But what they were doing is actually taking everything off the shelf, putting on trolleys, moving the trolleys around, so now you've got an empty shelf and you can't get hold of it. So it was a pain. Where the teas and coffees were is now chocolate right with the eggs, which makes no sense. Maybe they're going to move it, but they hadn't. So there was big chunks of the shelves empty. So there was things that I don't know if they just didn't have, or if it was they were moving them at the time. Very disorientating. Had to go around the shop a few times to, like, you know, because I was missing things, because I was expecting to see something that I didn't, and yeah. So hopefully they'll have that sorted soon, because it's going to take me a while now. My shop is going to be different because I'm used to going up the aisles and hitting these things first, and now it's not. The tins are always up one aisle. You have tin soups and tuna one side and stuff like that, and then you have all the vegetables and beans and stuff the other side. The beans and stuff was 6 aisles up from the tuna and stuff, so do you know, it's like it made no sense. It was frustrating, but I did it. So we work with a £60 budget. I spent £54.96 in total. Again, I'm going to mention it because it does come up. If you add things up as I go along, because I'll give you prices on everything. There will be 3 items that are not here because I always donate them to the food bank. And I do it at the store because if I bring it home, honestly, I've done it once or twice accidentally, it just sits on the side for weeks because I keep forgetting to take it up there. So this week there was a tin of creamed rice, a tin of spaghetti, and a packet of noodles. Random, but like I said, the store was all over the place anyway, so it was just when I saw stuff I just picked them up. So they're not here. There was no multi-deals or anything along those lines, so everything else should be fine. Yeah, so also just mention it, I do talk a lot. If you've got an issue with it, I'm sorry, it's gonna happen. So if you saw my last haul, yes, I'm wearing the same outfit. Yes, I'm doing this the same day. I've actually done 3 videos today. Right, this is unheard of. So really good. Just letting you know, because somebody will comment somewhere about something. Somebody always does. Yeah, so I'm actually 2 hauls today and a video for the other channel. So pop along and have a look if you're interested in that. Completely different type of video. Yeah, let's get on with the haul. I have my trusted receipt because some prices I'm not going to remember. We know that they change on a regular basis. So I will tell you prices and if I had a reason for buying them, because I usually have some sort of idea. This one was an interesting one. I've been thinking about this for a while, but I keep forgetting. So this was £1 for the new potatoes, and I think it's a 250 gram. No, it's a kilogram. Don't know why I thought it was 250. My weight, obviously I have no idea about weights. So a kilogram for £1. I'm thinking of trying smashed potatoes. Have you ever seen them? So I would boil this, then get a glass, smash it down, put it in the oven with a bit of spray, some flavourings, a bit of cheese, whatever you want. You can make it any flavour you want, and then cook it in the oven to make it crispy. Or I guess I could put it in the active fry, but I'll probably put it in the oven because my active fry isn't the best. Yeah, I'm going to give them a go. I thought it sounded quite good. Potatoes. Now, last week I bought the bacon potatoes at £1.80, and you can get the cheaper ones which are £1.25, but they're not bacon size because they're very, very small. These sort of came up about the same as the bacon potatoes, but they're £1.60 instead of £1.80. Size wise they seem the same, and these are the Maris Piper. I've heard people saying that they're way better. I have no idea. Potatoes are potatoes to me, so I don't know, but it was saving 20p, so I just picked those ones up. We're eating lots of potatoes. Corey's having homemade chips, and we're having baked potatoes quite a lot, so yeah. Now the tomatoes, you know, I always have lots of tomatoes anyway. I've been buying the 4-pack, which is 99p, and I had actually purchased it, and then I went to the reduced bits after. But like I said, everything was all over the place, so normally I go there first. And then I found these. They're in the reduced section. They're probably not going to last that much longer, but I think there's a hack to stop these from going funny, because I can see now they're starting to go. The bit where the vine was, that's the bit that goes first. And I've seen something you can do. I can't remember what it was. I'm going to have to Google it. But anyway, there's loads more. There was only 4 for 99p, and I got all that lot for 98, down from £1.75. I got some cherry tomatoes as well. Some are better in salads, some are better in sandwiches. So just like to have a selection. And these are 60p. Got the largest packet of strawberries. Now these are 600 grams, and they were £2.89. The 400 gram that I got last week was £2, so it actually works at maybe like I'm saving 11p. But Corey and I are really, really enjoying these, and if you wash them and dry them properly and store them right, they will last a long time. They will last all week if we don't eat them, which they will get eaten before the end of the week. And I had to get an iceberg lettuce. I was so disappointed. I'm really, really enjoying the romaine, even though it's a little bit more expensive. They had none at all, so I had to get the iceberg, and I am disappointed because it's not as crunchy as the romaine. It's 75p, so it is a bit cheaper, but yeah, sometimes you just have to get what you can get though. Packet of grapes, just haven't had them for a while, and again, as long as you give these a good wash and store them correctly, they last ages as well. I paid £1.49 for that packet. They had £1.30 packets, but they weren't 500 grams, so you do need to check that, because I think that's what I've been doing wrong, thinking that they were the better size packet without actually paying attention to the grams on it. So there was more grams in this one. Can't remember what the other one was though. I'm going to try and do my fresh bit first. Cucumber. This, I don't know if you can tell, but it's way smaller than it usually is. All of them were. So I don't know if they picked them earlier, or if it's not the right time of year or what, I don't know. But it's way, way smaller, same price, obviously, 79p. Not going to reduce the price, are they? I got some plums just because they looked pretty nice. Didn't get them reduced section. The reduced section was pretty rubbish. It happens, it's just one of those things, isn't it? And that packet is actually 89p, which isn't too bad. I got another mango this week. You know, we're proper into mangoes at the moment. I only picked up one because I knew Corey had cut some up and put them in a pot, and I didn't know how much we had. And this one was actually, it's weird. So I'm sure I bought this size one a few weeks ago, and it was like £1.69. It didn't feel like it was much different. Then last week I got the 2-pack that was £1.50. This one on it this week is 69p. So 2 of these, and they were larger than the 2-pack, would have still been cheaper than the 2-pack. But I didn't know what we needed. It is hard, but I'm just going to put it on the windowsill and it will soften up very, very quickly. I got chicken this week, and I'm glad I looked, because again, they've got all them in the wrong places. Like the price points are all wrong on the cooked meat. But I proper had a look, and I'm glad that I got this one in the end, because when I scanned it, it was £2.25, so it was a 50p saving. It's usually £2.75. Yeah, I'm getting through a whole packet a week at the moment, which is very strange for me, but it's fine because it's not bad for you. Just got the cheese slices. We ran out. Completely didn't realise, hadn't been paying attention at all. And these are 65p for a pack of 10. Let's go up here before I forget to do these. I got a tin of spaghetti and a tin of beans just because we're nearly out. Now the beans, I do know I prefer the Aldi one, but you know, I haven't been to Aldi for a while and I don't know when we're going to go, so I just picked up the one to keep us going. The beans are 27p. The spaghetti's gone up, it's 25p now, but yes, they are the cheapest brand, but I enjoy them, that's why I get them. Also, the cheapest brand in the tuna chunks is, but it's 60, well, I say by 65p, it's still way cheaper than the other brands, but it's a really good one. I've never found any scales, and I've only ever found a bone once, and I've been having this one for years. Green lentils, I've seen a recipe. Do I remember the recipe? I think it's along the lines of a bolognese slash lasagna cheat hack type meal. If I do it, I will try to remember to record it, but just because I bought it and I have it in my mind doesn't mean that this is something that will be eaten this week. A lot of the times I have these recipes in my mind, I buy the ingredients and then it doesn't happen, but then like in a few weeks or a month or whenever I see the recipe again, I'll be reminded, know that I've got the ingredients, maybe make it. You never know, that's the way I work. And the lentils are 65p. Pineapple chunks, now that is for a specific recipe. If you saw my last haul, you see I got pork. I'm actually going to make, I don't know if I actually told you what I was going to do with it, but it's a slow cooker Hawaiian pulled pork thing. So it's not a barbecue pulled pork, which is what people usually have, but it's a Hawaiian one. So I need pineapple juice and chunks. I just hope there's enough juice in that. And that was... See, I could normally tell where I was in the store, and now because everything's moved, I don't know. But that was £1. I don't know if that's good or bad. For a tin? I don't know. Yeah. Right, where else? Okay, the Cokes, Corey's obviously cracked into it as soon as he came home from work. 65p for these. These are the Cherry Coke, the Asda's Cherry Coke Zero. It's probably like 2 bottles for Corey, 2 bottles for me. We're just into fizzy at the moment. We're really enjoying these ones. I got 2 steaks this week. These are the best deal in Asda. They're £5.50 and you get 450 grams, and it's extra large rump steak with a sticky barbecue bone marrow glaze. Now Corey doesn't actually like the glaze. I think it's really, really good. And I didn't know it was bone marrow glaze. It sort of puts me off a bit. I shouldn't read these things. I just thought it was a normal barbecue sauce. Wow, that's really put me off now. Okay, yeah, let's not overthink that. Let's move on. Tomato sauce for a recipe, I believe, originally, but I don't remember what recipe it's supposed to be in, so I have no idea. But we was nearly out anyway, so it doesn't hurt to pick this sort of thing up when you're getting low, because usually I would have a backup, but I need to go through my cupboards, I think. I'm trying to find the receipt, the price. Ketchup, £1 for that. This is the 50% reduced sugar and salt. Now, this one I think I got it once because they just had this one and they didn't have the other one for a long time. But this one is way, way better. It's got a thicker consistency to it. So, like, texture-wise and taste-wise, I think this is way, way better than the other ones. I picked up a salsa purely because we don't have any. No idea behind why. You know, no recipe idea, that's what I'm getting at. This is just one of those things I like to have in the cupboards. It's gone up to £1. It was 85p last time I bought it. It's £1. Oh, okay. Mug shots. Now Corey just fancied one. This is weird. Corey doesn't really eat mug shots, but he fancied one. He found one in the cupboard. I don't even know when I bought it, but it was a Christmas flavoured one and he enjoyed it. So he asked me to pick a couple up. Now there's 79p for one, or you can get 5 for £3. I'm just not sure if this is just one of the things that's going to sit in there for a long time, so then I don't really need to stock up with it, so I didn't. So I just got him the roast chicken pasta one and the creamy cheese pasta. I had some pasta this week, weighed it all out, everything did good. Actually didn't realise how much pasta you can have for like the calories. I thought it was way worse. This is just like, I don't know what it is, you know, different shapes, just they don't taste, it's the texture. They don't taste different. It's the texture of them, and the texture of these is just nice. I've still got lots of the other pasta, so I didn't need it. And this was 95p. I also did want to get the big shells to do like a bolognese style type thing, but they didn't. Again, I don't know if they didn't have them because there was a big section of pasta that was on the shelf. So I will look next time. Hopefully I'll have it all sorted for next time I go. I got a garlic salt. We're just out. There was a few spices I wanted. Again, couldn't find spices I wanted either. I'll just have to start working on it. And that was, I think it was like 80 or 85. Am I going to find it? Garlic salt, 80p for that. Tomato juice. Now, when I was on holiday with Scott, so Scott likes that drink. What's that drink called? I knew what it was called earlier. Oh, Bloody Mary. I think that's what it's called. With the vodka, tomato juice, hot sauce, celery stick, all that. So being all inclusive, they don't do a lot of cocktails on that usually. So he just had tomato juice and vodka and asked me to try it. And I said to him, nah, don't like tomato juice. But the first mouthful I got was pure tomato juice because they had mixed it, and it was really, really nice. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Then he mixed it and said, now try it, and I didn't like it so much. But I forgot, and I'm sure this is like really, really good for you. Now, I couldn't drink that as a drink. I can only sip little bits of it. It's very thick, and I'm not good with like, I don't really do smoothie and stuff. I don't like the texture of it so much. But that, really good. Also, we'll possibly be trying a proper Bloody Mary this weekend because we'll have the celery now. I'll get the recipe up and do it properly, except the hot sauce. I'm not a fan of hot sauce. And that was £1.10 or £1.15. £1.15 for that. I found this as well. Wasn't looking for this oil. I was actually looking for some extra virgin olive oil because we're nearly out. I don't know if that's spoken them very well. But they didn't have any on the shelf again. There wasn't much on the oil section because they were moving that around. That's what I mean. They weren't even doing one bit at a time. They were doing the whole shop, which is a pain. But I saw this on the shelf, and I normally get the spray. I can't think what it's called. One cow spray or something like that. It's £1.75 normally, and I would get the butter or the sunflower oil. I know olive oil was better for you anyway, but this was £1.20. It had a 50p off, so even at full price it's saving 5p. I know that's not a lot, but it's also in a can, so I think it's going to spray differently. I struggle because of my fibro. You have to keep pressing the button and it's quite stiff, and sometimes I can struggle, like if it's a bad day I can't get the spray out, so I'm hoping the spray button. See, I don't know how, I don't know. Well, I just thought it'd be, I like the idea that it was olive oil, saved a little bit of money, and maybe I'll be able to spray it better. So there was literally all win, if it all works that way. So I just thought I'd give it a go. I've never heard of this before, ever. I've never seen it up there before either, so. I picked up some passata. Corey actually wanted a pasta sauce. I'd always make a pasta sauce, homemade one, and I didn't realise I don't have passata because I always normally have passata in. So this is literally just sieved tomatoes. It's just a really good base when you're making like tomato sauce for like mainly for pasta, but you can use it for anything, obviously. And that was 60p. I picked up some more pita breads. Didn't realise. So Corey had made a pita bread pizza yesterday. Literally take the pita bread, put all the pizza topping on top of it and put it in the oven, and I'd forgotten to ask him if he enjoyed it or not, so I just picked up one packet. It's 50p for 6. He came in from work today and told me how nice it was, and maybe I should have got more because, as you can see, there isn't lots of bread products. I don't know if I've done this wrong, but I am getting better at not eating so many bread products, which makes me happier because it doesn't make you feel so good. I got the crisps. Yes, I had a packet as soon as I came home this morning because it was a long day. £3.35, 24 pack. You get 6 prawn cocktails, 6 cheese and onion, 6 salt and vinegar, 6 ready salted. Now, pack for pack price, this is the same as Aldi, sorry, and tastes just as good. Let's go for these ones. So we're not out still of all those snacks that I bought from Aldi. How long ago now? We're not completely out, but we are getting low, and obviously some of them we've run out of, so we don't have so much choice. I wanted to find some like lower type snack lower calorie type snacks, so we can still have them and, you know, not go over calories, and, you know, just be it's just a bit better for you, isn't it? We still get our chocolate hint. So I actually didn't look at them. I thought these were okay, that's fine. So this one was £1.50. This is the Cadbury's one, not tried it before, and I think it looks like it's a type of Mars bar. They did have 3 flavours, but I just wanted to try something that, you know, like they had orange ones and stuff. I wanted to try one that I would sort of have an idea how I feel it should taste, if that makes any sense, before I opt for more unusual flavours. But £1.50, and they're 91 calories for a bar. They're probably quite thin, but they're less calories, that'll be why. Not that the proper Mars bars are much bigger anyway. And I found the fibre one. Now these are usually, I think, like £2.45. This one was £1.45. Oh, there's only 4 in it. I thought it was 6. It doesn't matter. And this is the strawberry cheesecake flavour. They did have like a red velvet, or was umming and ahhing about, but this one sounded like possibly a little bit better. So, you know, these are just new things to try, and there's only 90 calories in that one as well. You know, if you want your sweet fix, you don't always have to go over. And whilst I'm doing okay, I'm trying to stick with it, because, you know, as I keep saying, I am one of them people, I literally could go back to eating all the bad stuff I was before. At least we're doing good right now and sticking with it. So, oh, nearly forgot there, didn't I? I got some more foil, just running out, and this one was £1.20, and I don't need the washing powder, but I've just started my last one of the non-bios. I've still got lots of the bios, because you have to be careful with the bio. It's very, very strong, and it will take colours out of things. So I really only keep it for like towels and, you know, things that are, doesn't matter so much. It tends to be fine with towels, but it's really, really good and really, really strong. But the non-bio doesn't tend to do that. £3.90 for this one. I've just started the last one. It was just to make sure I got a backup. You know, we were still slightly under budget, and I had the space to do it, so I just did it. So that's it, another weekly haul done. I hope some of the prices have helped you out, or you've got some ideas about some things. Yeah, I feel like I'm possibly all talked out. 3 videos in one day. It's like proper unheard of for me. Yeah, nothing else to talk about. Everything is, you know, the shop was just what it was. Hopefully they'll have it all sorted out for next week. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday, and I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching them, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.